Hey guys, Infidel1258 here. Today I want to share with you a video talking about the new rank experience and my thoughts, because it's been roughly 4 weeks and I'm continuing to struggle to get into champion with the deck. And the glint changes are big, and I just want to give you, hopefully this will be a 10-minute video where I can kind of check in with how I'm doing and you know, how I'm feeling about the recent changes, because I have some room for criticism. You know, there are some pieces that I'm not particularly pleased with, or at least I'm not seeing come out the way that I was hoping. Maybe more time will come. And I did see today a post from Matt in Discord saying, you know, we understand that not everybody's happy and we're tracking it. Official announcements. Here's Matt from today. Everyone, really appreciate all the feedback so far on the new rank system. After some more time has passed, we will continue to collect feedback and data, and we're start working on implementing changes that tweak the system. Some things we are considering based on feedback so far is listed below. Please keep in mind these items are just under consideration right now and not necessarily to be implemented, but I prefer to involve the community in the thought process and planning as much as possible. So I'm going to read those in a second here, but I just want to say before I go any further, this, you know, what I'm talking about today is like, I see some room for, you know, criticism or, you know, frustration. And I'm also some cool things. And so let's spend about 10 minutes talking about it. If you're new to my channel, my name is Dwayne Cunningham. I go by Infidel1258. You can leave comments on this video or any other, and I'll try and read them. And sometimes I turn them into content. So if I do, I'll try and send you a thank you. So I'm going to read this, and then I want to pop back, and I just want to share where I'm at and how I've been struggling to get where I hope and think I should be, and maybe talk a little bit about my rewards before we wrap up. So some of the things we're already looking at changing. We're looking at potentially increasing glint earnings for battles won across the board pending some more data. That's cool, because it does feel like the glint rewards are kind of trivial or maybe minor. Maybe not minor, because they are huge at the highest levels. And well, again, maybe they're not even huge, but they're so much bigger than where I'm seeing them. I'll show you my anecdotal experience on glint rewards in a moment, but interesting to think that they might give you more. More means more cards. More means more maybe energy, etc. Because there's different things that glint will buy you. We're looking at adjusting the cost of the existing shop items and/or adding additional draw options to the shop, such as ones that give guaranteed cards, certain rarities. Interesting. You could buy like an expensive pack, or not pack, best or whatever, and it would have like a guaranteed drop of epic or of legendary. Maybe that'd be pretty cool. I would imagine it'd be uniquely expensive, but some people would pay that price to get that certainty. We're looking at adjusting the amount of items that can be purchased before the price increases. That's interesting, because right now it does feel quite low. I think it was 10, and then you buy the next 10 is more. One of the benefits of the new system is that it's a lot easier to make changes and gives us much more flexibility than with previous loot chests. We're committed to getting this right, and I expect the reward shop will be constantly evolving to keep things interesting and exciting for players over time. Cool. So with that said, let's look at where I'm at. I just want to say, I want to show you an example of my battles right now in Modern Gold 2, which is where I am, and Wild Diamond. So let's see, this is my last win 17 hours ago. This was an XBOT win. I don't usually play, but I let the bot play available. And you'll see here from this win, we're getting, I'm just going to skip it, but check it out. We got just under 2 SPS, which is not small. And we're getting way more in a moment. And 300 glint. So we talked about, they're thinking about global increase on the glint payouts. And the glint payouts are going to lead to more reward chests or cards, you know, because there's going to be cards in those. Or for that matter, energy, because energy can be paid for with. Depending on the league you're in, every league you're in, you can pay with glint, but then the amount of glint needed for one energy will vary. I'm in diamond, so it's 2,800 glint for one energy in diamond. You know, that's, if I just got 300 glint for that win, we're talking 10 solid wins to get one more glint. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Now, the SPS compensation that come out of the reward is another calculation that you'd have to weigh if you were thinking about that. but I'm saying it does feel like possibly the glint returns are quite small. That's 302 SPS in diamond wild. Let's go over to modern and see what I'm earning. This is gold 2. And I'm pretty pleased with what you're about to see here. This is only 230 glint, so it's 30% less. No, 25% less than the wild diamond. But then look at this, gold 2 giving me 6.5 SPS. That's pretty interesting to me. And so, as hard as it is, this leads me to 2 final remarks. The first is the SPS returns are exciting enough in modern that I want to chase after them. I'm gonna try and play as much as I possibly can. I really didn't play, not personally, because I just didn't have time. It's hard to play 20 matches a day, man, but I'm gonna do my best because I really feel that SPS, 6 SPS per win in gold 2 is gonna try big SPS higher league levels. I was watching on X and I saw Brave Tofu here. Check this out. Well, I certainly don't mind 40 SPS in a battle. This is 22 hours ago, so he earned 40 SPS and he is at 3,800, so that's Champion League. 40 SPS and 1,600 glint. So even for him, he has to, 2 wins is going to pay for an energy, roughly. So yeah, maybe the glint needs to be bumped up. The SPS is doing great. That's in part because of what they changed, how they changed the chest rewards. So I generally like this. But here's my final remark. It's super hard to reach high levels with. I have a strong deck. I have a very strong deck. And it has been 2 full seasons, I think, right? I think it has. And I have, 2 million power. No, I have 6 million power in my cards. Not all of those are modern. If I even click on this and go modern, I have 4 million collection power. That is modern. Mind you, a lot of that's chaos and triplicates and whatnot. But still, I have a very strong deck. And yet it's really hard. I do believe this is probably battle helpers, and I do believe it's cheating against terms of service that into it. I have no way of holding up examples to you and saying that's why I didn't get out of diamond last season. But I did try a fairly hard into champ, and I just kept getting slapped down. I would win. If I look at my modern matches from a couple days ago, win, loss, loss, win, loss, win, win, loss, 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 loss. Like, I just couldn't get past the 3,000 RP. And maybe I'm not that good. I can't prove to you I'm losing because I'm running into bad. But I just feel as though I am struggling to get to a place where I believe my deck should. And there's some element of that where I go, not sure this is all above board. And I do wonder, because we've been hearing a lot about this, if this is more prevalent in modern than I might have previously thought, at least until last season. So anyways, I'm happy with the rewards. They've gone up significantly. Gold 2 to be paying 6. This is crazy. The glint probably needs a good little buff. But I do want to see a lot of that glint and a lot of those cards because, man, that's one of the and we want to get those cards. But I'm personally finding it very difficult in at a high level. Modern, maybe that's just me. It has been grinding on my enjoyment of the game 5 to 8 days. The latter half of last season, it impaired my ability to enjoy. I just kept win, loss, and I couldn't put together a win streak, which is frustrating. So I hope that keeps being looked at. I hope the controversial hire ends up tweaking things wildly and somehow beneficially, but time will tell. I think I'm going to leave it there, but thank you so much. You have an amazing